What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, everybody? We back again for another review of season 3's episode 7 of Real Housewives of Potomac. Blue skies and blue eyes, bitch. Listen. So it literally picked up where it left off last week about Sharice and Candace going back and forth, and Ashley like, shit, we still got a few more days with each other, and we ain't even got the whole day started, okay? you know, so she was like, damn, we didn't even get to go pick the rooms yet. Y'all already going in. So they go look at the room. She get her room. Everybody gets their rooms and all that shit. Candace, she goes on the phone and, she's talking to Chris about everything that's happening. Monique, she drunk as fuck. Monique is cool with me, bitch. Okay? Because even though that bitch laid on that table, Monique looked like the type of bitch who can get drunk as shit and can still function and hold her fucking body, okay? Because she wasn't doing the absolute most, okay? Because there are some people, y'all know them, who get drunk as fuck and you be like, bitch, get your ass up off the fucking floor. And it's embarrassing as shit. And you just leave them there for a minute and then you come back and be like, bitch, let's go. Okay, that type of shit. But she held her own a little bit. She overheard a conversation that Candace was having on the phone with Chris about everything that was going on. I ain't gotta apologize for these what I said, and you can't tell me what to do. These old bitches don't thirsty old bitches don't owe me nothing, and I don't owe them nothing. Shit like that. Everything that I agree with. And we have to be 100% honest with ourselves and realize that when we get pissed off, we say a whole bunch of shit. It ain't trying to protect nobody fucking feelings. We say what the fuck we feel in that moment. So calling Sharice a geriatric old bitch because she called her a little ass girl, it is what the fuck it is. Sharice, you started, so therefore Candace finished it. Monique was talking to Ashley like, girl, I can hear everything that she's saying. And I told her, this is why I told her that you're supposed to tell everything that was supposed to happen. Don't let it sit, with these women. Just go ahead and go in. Ashley was like, I think she did that, but she went a little bit over just a bit. So, Monique coming in tell Ashley that she can hear the conversation. And, she gets off the phone with Chris. And, they just, it was fine. Ashley is, meanwhile, Karen did say something about where's the butler, I got to bring my own bags to my room. Ashley is bringing the bags to people's room, and Karen and Giselle in there talking shit about Candace. Oh, why she do this and why she go there? And my thing is, Karen don't want to say directly in front of Giselle that she didn't give a fuck about that whole conversation that happened between Candace and Sharice, because she didn't give a shit. In that confessional, her true feelings came out. She was like she was all here for it. Maybe she did go a little bit overboard with her calling her a geriatric grandma, but she was all here for it. Giselle is the one that's in her feelings for no goddamn reason, bitch. You know how your so-called friend is. She opens up her goddamn mouth. She's just like you, and you feel as though you can't be shaded, and you just got proven wrong, okay? And when Ashley brought them bags up there and it said SHA, I was like, who luggage is this? This y'all luggage? It was like, no, it ain't my luggage. I'm thinking because Sharice called herself Shasha, I'm thinking that's who it was. They was like, maybe that's Ashley luggage. I mean, Candace luggage. No, that's her mama luggage. Bitch, get your words together. Luggage. I said, you know what? And they busting out laughing. It's not funny. Okay, bitch. If you got the luggage for me to borrow, I'm gonna borrow. Why do I need to spend money to go buy a new set? Fuck out of here. We in an economy where y'all broke as fuck. Karen, you of all people don't need to be laughing because look at what's going on in your household. Giselle, you too, bitch. But anyway, moving on from that, the girls get ready to go to dinner. They go to dinner. They sitting down. Everything is cool, calm, and collected. They getting the dinner together. Well, the orders, I guess, and Ashley becomes distracted. But before that, they mentioned that Monique was drunk. And then Robin and Giselle, why are y'all talking about Monique's situation as if y'all really give a damn? Okay, to me, when I feel like bitches just talk, that's what I feel like with Robin and Giselle. They just holding on all this stuff so that they can use it later and throw it in the bitch face, because we already know they really don't give a fuck about Monique. So why do you care what happened to her? Okay, let's be quite honest. They don't give a shit about Monique. Oh, you could have been drunk. She was drunk. She was drinking. And here go Robin. I mean, I got a whole bunch. I got kids and I be doing stuff and I be tired, but I ain't never got no situation like that. That means that it's another something else going on in the background or whatever to this. It could be, but bitch, ain't nobody asked you to put your input on it. Okay? Robin, you ain't really got that much shit to do. Let's be quite honest. Stop fucking playing. Your kid's practically grown, okay? She's raising fucking babies, all right? But that still ain't no goddamn excuse. Get about her goddamn business. Moving on from that, they go to this dinner. They at this dinner. Ashley is distracted because her mom is texting her, asking her for $500 fucking dollars. And I said, see, this is what I don't like. Y'all say she works at a nursing home. You mean to tell me if the nursing home ain't paying, you can't go to a better nursing home that's paying more, or you can't get you a little side job on the side, or you mean to tell me you can't tell that nigga that's laying up in your motherfucking house, or I shouldn't say not your house, but the house that let me just say Michael's house, because that's the ones paying the bills on that shit. He can't get a job and do something. And even when Ashley presented it to the table, Giselle even said that bitch, yeah, you need to cut that shit off because she taking fucking advantage of you. All right, that's your mom, but shit, bitch, cut that shit off. You sacrificing your relationship over this because you can't cut the cord from your mama. It's okay. And then it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all of y'all. I hope y'all do good. I don't know why I just did it like that, bitch. It's no shade. Girl. Some of y'all don't deserve it. Anyway, let me stop playing. Let me stop being shady like that. But yeah, that's just the situation. Cut that shit off. Then here comes Karen talking about something. You know what, girls? I still feel some type of way about last year. I know we supposed to be cleaning some slates and all that shit, but I still feel some type of way about last year and the things that were said about her husband. And I could understand. And what got me is the fact that, Giselle and some of the girls was like, why you still upset about this, especially the Uncle Ben stuff? Yeah, people been calling him that forever, but you don't expect your friends to call him that. Giselle irks my nerves, and I told y'all this. She irked my nerves, and I wasn't here for her when she did that whole thing with the t-shirt, putting hashtag free the Hughes, hashtag Uncle Ben, and all that stuff. That wasn't the right time to do no shit like that. And she can be very inconsiderate of other people's feelings, and that's your friend. I would never do that to my friend when I see them going through some stuff, okay? But see, Giselle said she apologized to him if she want to. They showed the little clip when Sharice was calling Ray the broke Bill Gates or whatever, and she said, I will apologize to him too. I will take him out to dinner and we'll be all good. Everything was fine for a second until Robin was like, so you mean to tell me you're apologizing for calling him Uncle Ben and what else? And I said, this is the thing that with Robin. And this is why you got cursed out. You didn't have to ask. Nobody else asked at the table because it had nothing to do with them. What it was referring to and the people who received the message, they got it. They spoke up. They said they would apologize to Ray in person and they got it, okay? You didn't have to say nothing because you didn't say nothing bad about Ray. You didn't, double cross or make Karen feel some type of way about her husband. You didn't say that. Y'all fixed y'all little issue, but this is a different issue that she was talking about, and you inserted yourself in the conversation, even though it was said in front of the whole group. But still, the people who knew that she was talking about them, they spoke up. Robin, you shut the fuck up. Kept going on trying to figure it out. It's not hard to figure out. If I'm your friend and you feel like I offended you, baby, I'm gonna apologize. And if I feel like you feel like I hurt somebody that's close to you, I'm going to apologize because I don't want you to be upset with me. Now, at this point, Robin just kept on going on and on and on. And at one point, Karen called the bitch a dizzy bitch. You are the most dizziest bitch up at this table. Was it Monique or whoever was like, that's what you mean when you call another person a bitch, okay? Trying to refer to the shit that happened in the van on the way there. But at this point, everybody was like, no, you shouldn't call nobody a bitch. She was like, I don't associate with nobody who call people bitches. I said, girl, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Okay? You know, and it was like, apologize, Karen. Karen was not here for it. I think Karen was drunk. And if Karen was drunk, I like drunk Karen because drunk Karen don't give a fuck. Like, Karen don't give a fuck most of the time, but drunk Karen really don't give a fuck and her mouth is loose. She was like, dissy bitch. Dissy bitch. Okay, you dizzy bitch. Monique was trying to figure out, did she call her dissy? Did she say dissy or dizzy? Dizzy? No, you said dizzy. All right, dizzy bitch. That's what you call her, dizzy bitch. She was like, okay, listen, since you want me to apologize, I'm gonna apologize. I apologize for calling you a bitch, okay? No, you gonna say dizzy bitch? No, I'm not taking that dizzy bitch back. No, dizzy, you a dizzy motherfucker, okay? No. Okay. Let me take it back. Let me try this again. She was like, I apologize for calling you a dizzy bitch. And then it was like, but you ain't have to. I wasn't even talking to you. Giselle said, don't say that. If you're gonna apologize, don't say but, because that means that you don't mean it. We all fucking know she don't mean it because y'all making her say that shit. Y'all ain't making her, but y'all pressuring her to say the shit. Karen said, okay, let me try this shit again. I apologize for calling you a dizzy bitch. Can we please? No. Don't say nothing else. I can't say nothing. No. She was like, fuck this shit. I ain't ready for this. Bitch, that shit had me fucking rolling. Karen is me. If you want me to apologize now and feel that shit, bitch, I'm gonna sit there like that. You gonna be waiting a long time because, baby, I'm not gonna lie to your ass and say I'm sorry. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. Nigga, no, okay? Bitch, no, I ain't sorry. You know? And she like, goddamn. So this is what's gonna happen. We going on next tomorrow, splitting the girls up. One gonna go fly fishing and one going something else, and we gonna just try to have a good time. I said, keywords try. I did like the scene later on that night. They went back to the hotel. They was all in the jacuzzi having a good time. The young girls, okay, Monique, Candace, Ashley, and was Robin out there too? Whoever, Karen came out there. They was like, come on, get up in the pool. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna just come out here and kick with y'all for a minute, but then me and Sharice got to go to bed. I said the two old bitches got a bedtime. Okay, yeah, I know they can't hang. But anyway, that was a really nice, cute little scene. I like that. I like when they are like that. Drunk, getting along, smoking a cigar, having a good time. I will say this. Go back to the scene where, Monique came in there and her told Candace, about the situation with Sharice when they was talking and she was talking on the phone. I do appreciate the fact that Monique came in there on some. I understand that y'all had some issues going on. Maybe y'all can revisit it. Sharice not really like this or whatever. But maybe y'all can revisit it. And she let her know, I'm just in a crazy position because that is my girl, you know what I'm saying? She took up for Sharice a little bit, or at least, made it seem like she was taking up for her. And I just let Candace dog her out and not sit there and say nothing. She took up for Sharice more than I didn't ever seen Sharice take up for Monique. Because when they was up there talking about Monique and all that shit when they was at Ramen Place, Sharice just sat back and laughed with him. No, girl. Sharice, shit. So the girls get ready to go shooting and then ski shooting, and then the other ones went fly fishing. So the ones who went fly fishing was Monique, Karen, Giselle, and Sharice. So of course they're in the car, talking shit about Candace and, oh, I'm so glad, I'm not here with Miss Cheerleader. She in the other car. She so loud. She this, she that. Bitch, shut the fuck up, Giselle. Shut the fuck up, Sharice. You just mad because that girl called you out and you ain't had no comeback for her. They go fishing. Karen was acting like she ain't want to touch that fish. And they was like, bitch, you grew up on the fucking farm. Okay, so stop playing. I mean, farming and fishing don't really mean the same thing, but okay, that meant what they trying to say is you grew up around wildlife. So, all right, Giselle claimed that she used to fish when she was younger. It was nice to see them out there actually partaking because you know how these bougie bitches are sometimes. Oh my God, it's water. I don't want to get in there. Oh my God, I don't want to touch that fish and all that shit. Monique said her and Chris love to fish. It's soothing. It's relaxing. De-stressing yourself, which it probably is. Well, I used to fish all the time with my granddaddy when we was little. We got this place out here in Illinois called Wolf Lake. We used to go out there to fish. I had a real bad experience one time. It was like, let me just tell y'all this. So, there is different parts of Wolf Lake. And if you from Illinois, you probably went there a little bit, or you probably know about it, or you probably heard about it. Yeah, I remember if you're from Illinois, you know the Little Red Schoolhouse. They actually used to be out there. It's in that area. So it's one part of the lake. I don't know if it's still the same, but it's like this cliff where everybody just go and you know um fish at. Then it's this other part where it's literally like a dam deep inside the forest or some shit that you gotta go down, and it's a hill. You gotta be careful because there's a lot of shit there. Bitch, one time I done went down this hill so many times and had no trouble. This one particular time, a bitch lost her footing and just I said, "Oh my goodness!" I was traumatized after that. Didn't want to do it again because at the end, if it hadn't have been this log or something or whatever, I could have fell into the pond. You know what I'm saying? I could have rolled all the way into the pond. Bitch, I was just over it. I was over it. Scared my life. Didn't leave my granddaddy side that whole fucking time. But it was cute to see them do all that. Then we got ski shooting with Giselle, not Giselle, Candace, Ashley, and Robin. Candace get it on her first try. Robin get it on her first try. Ashley really wasn't getting it, but then she started picturing her mother's boyfriend face on the thing, and she started getting it. Okay, so they having a good time, and even Robin said, you know, Giselle may have her issues with Candace, but I like the bitch, so hey, it is what it is. Yeah, and Karen was talking to the girls. They was hungry. They getting together. Karen and Sharice actually had a little bonding moment the night before. Sharice said, and keep on putting out there, Karen told me something that I don't think that she wants anybody else to know, or probably didn't mean to tell me, but it's shocking. Then kind of find out that Karen is gonna hook Sharice up with Mr. Blue Eyes. You know, the same Mr. Blue Eyes they said Karen was fucking around with. Um, Giselle don't know what's going on with her relationship with Sherman, and she don't know if she should tell the girls because she don't know where they at. I was like, oh. So, Mr. Blue Eye apparently, when Cherie said that, Karen was gonna hook her up with Mr. Blue Eyes, Karen said, "Bitch, please, I'm gonna hook you up with a fake Mr. Blue Eyes." She got kind of a little like protective and possessive a little bit, like, "Bitch, no, you can't have my shit." And they was like, "Well, word on the street is, Ashley said that her stepson saw, Karen and Mr. Blue Eyes in a compromising position at the Eyes restaurant, doing some stuff that they shouldn't have been doing." And you need to shut that shit down just so people can know that what it is. And she was like, "All right, cool." Um, After that, all the girls go over there to the little obstacle course, the rope climbing and all that shit, and they had a good time. Why did they put that comparison? Because Giselle opened up her mouth and said, "Why the little kids going up there, the youngest going up there on all them ropes and shit, bitch, we gonna go over here, the grown folks, to the little obstacle course, the little kiddie area." Karen going across that thing, shaking and shit, and they put that side by side up and said the other people, they up on 40 feet, and these motherfuckers is on 4 feet, and they are having a hard time. I like to die. But one thing that I'm so over, Ashley and Robin had a little moment that was cute enough, because, at one point you get tired of the drama. But one part that I'm so fucking tired of, it's them trying to put 20 on 10. Shout out to Rocks with this situation with Monique drinking. Okay, 9 out of 10 is not even as bad as you think. Oh, she drank a whole bottle on the bus. Who gives a fuck? She's on vacation. Okay, if she had alcohol in play when she got into this accident, that is a serious thing. But 9 out of 10 is because, yeah, some shit is probably going on, and instead of just discussing it amongst yourself, why don't you just ask her? She is dealing with the loss of a miscarriage and all that shit, and then taking on other responsibilities. So that could be it. But don't make it seem like the girl got a drinking problem. Oh, she finished off a whole bottle. Oh, she drunk this in the middle of the day. I never knew it was a set time you supposed to drink something. Motherfuckers have mimosas in the morning with their breakfast and shit. That's alcohol too. Okay? Bitch, don't let it be bottomless mimosas at a restaurant either. So, like, come on, stop playing. So everybody's having fun. They at the arcades. They just getting ready to go to dinner. They finna go to dinner. Ashley talks to Michael on FaceTime, getting that situated. She's still worried about her mom. And, she's having flashbacks and memories of when her grandfather brought her to Neiman Colin. And the only reason why that she was out there with him is because her mama used to put her relationships before her children. And the mama is being evicted out the house, and she worried about where she gonna stay at. And at this point, Ashley started thinking like, I should probably start putting myself first. Yes, you should. Okay. Moving on from that, they get to the table, the dinner, and they get to this discussion about the whole thing that happened, you know, um, with the Candace situation and how Monique, because they was like, what did you feel about Candace? Because they said at the fly fishing they talked about everyone. And they was like, so what's your feeling about Candace? Well, you did come off a little much when you was in that car, and here goes Monique. Yeah, I said that, first you was cool, then all of a sudden you just went Rambo style on it and all this shit. And I'm just sitting here, and she said something similar to that fact in the car with Karen, Giselle, and Sharice, almost like she was backtracking and flip flopping. And Ashley sat there and was like, wait a minute, bitch, you was the one that was riling her up. Okay, you riled her up in that store saying what you would have did and what you should have did. Then you said that, Sharice was kind of probably jealous of her. She probably didn't necessarily say those words, but when it was brought up, you didn't say, nah, nah, nah. You laughed with it. So it's like, which one is it that you going? And they called her out on that shit. Like, girl, you kind of putting thoughts in the girl head. And even Candace said, you know what? That's true, whatever. When I said the shit about Shady Bitch Moment, I said it with a laugh or whatever. I wasn't being serious. I wasn't being disrespectful. I wasn't coming off on the disrespectful. No one, I didn't think that. Did y'all think she was being disrespectful? No, Sharice the one that took it to heart like that. Wait a minute, so you call me a bitch? You call me a bitch? It did, it was just like, girl, calm the fuck down. And she said, and if you took it disrespectfully, I apologize that you took it that way. And I also apologize for calling you a geriatric grandmama because that's rude. Bitch, Candace better than me because I wouldn't have took none of that shit back, but okay. Growth. It just ain't gonna happen with me. Because I just don't like Sharice. I really don't. Then they get into this whole thing about Monique and her drinking. Girl, did you have 4 martinis in a 3-hour period? To be quite fucking honest, 4 martinis. I'm just, how big was the glass? Is it that little small shit that look like a salsa a little bit? The little Jet Jackson? Bitch, fuck that. I would have drunk 4 of them back to back, and that shit wouldn't have done nothing, okay? That's not even the alcohol equivalent to a fucking Long Island iced tea. And them things will knock you off your ass if you have 4, okay? Trust and fucking believe. I know. That's my drink of choice. And I'm just sitting here like, oh my God. And I know they're trying to make it seem like they coming off in a concerning place, but I just felt like they should have pulled her to the side and had a personal conversation with her. That's what I felt like. Because she gonna get defensive. Nobody wants to be called out on their shit. So they all started saying, maybe you really wasn't, you didn't just fall asleep, you were drunk, you shouldn't have this and all that stuff. I applaud Monique for not going off right there at that table, but she had every fucking right to be in her feelings about the whole thing because Ashley been going around telling everybody about it, okay? And then either it's 3 drinks, either it's 4 drinks, either this, and I know you drunk. I cannot stand a person who has to tell another person what it is that they're doing as if they are them. You don't know if she was drunk or not. You don't know what her tolerance of alcohol level is. Just because if you drink 3 drinks or 2 drinks and you on your ass don't mean that the next person is, bitch. Okay? That's what irks me about Ashley, and that's what continually get her in trouble, okay? This whole thing about opening up her fucking mouth all the goddamn time. Let her figure out her own shit. Yes, I applaud the fact that they're being concerned and they didn't come at her at no, accusatory thing. It did almost sound that. But Karen, offered some advice and said, she got her own DUI and she was looking out for her. So I didn't feel nothing about the girl saying that. I'm glad Monique took it in a good way and didn't get all up in arms or whatever. But I just don't like what Ashley been doing, okay? And then, Karen called Ashley out on the Mr. Blue Eyes thing. And see, this is another fucking thing. Ashley just can't let shit go. And she has gotten into it with these girls. That's the reason why she and Robin got into it, okay? And Giselle or whatever. All these people, because you don't shut the fuck up sometimes. If a person say no, let them say no. Let them have that answer. Don't keep on badgering them so you can make them have another answer and then say that they're deflecting because she brought up Michael. You said no. She took the question. You asking her, is it more going on with Mr. Blue Eye than we think? And she said no. Have you ever been physical? No, I have not been physical with her. Okay, well, I think you're lying. I think you this. Bitch, why you keep asking me this? Has Michael ever been physical with that man in London that they said he was with? I can firmly say no. Okay, and as me being your friend, I will believe that. How is it that when I say my answer, you can't believe me? And I was like, that is a good fucking point. You sitting there like you know everything. I just want you to put it all out on the table. Bitch, why would I tell you any fucking thing, Ashley? You do too fucking much. When you got all these issues going on in your house, you about to lose your fucking marriage over your goddamn mama. 9 out of 10, Michael probably did get fucked by that man. You know, it's just like, or his dick sucked. You just never know. It's like, calm the fuck down and mind your own shit. And then, Giselle talked about why would you bring somebody, we already know if you're going to fuck around with some man, why bring them into a restaurant that everybody knows? I thought you're supposed to take it to a hotel, but what do I know? I asked Michael. Here's my thing. When she said that, that clicked for me. Why would she bring Blue Eyes to Oz of all places, knowing Big Mouth Ashley might be there or somebody affiliated with Big Mouth Ashley? That don't make fucking sense. So I believe Monique wasn't really drunk. I believe that I don't believe Karen would be that stupid to be out in the open with Mr. Blue Eyes. Do I think something probably happened between them? Most possibly, but I don't think she that dumb to put it out there in the open like that. Sharice want to end the fucking episode by saying, well, when we was having cocktails, you said Ray asked you for a divorce. Karen said, yep. And I said, oops. To be continued. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I will see you guys later. Peace. And please do something nice for your goddamn mama all year round, not just for the day. I'll see y'all later.